Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. As you know that today we have discussed hypothyroidism in today's online class. Let's study different clinical scenarios which will help us in performing our MCQs. These are different lab scenarios which indicates hypothyroidism. First of all, we move. I would like to repeat the morning the my abbreviation. Sorry, in the morning I have told you, and again I am repeating you at this time that please concentrate on hypothalamus pituitary thyroid axis. Whenever you concentrate on thyroid disorders, always concentrate on hypothalamus pituitary thyroid axis. These three glands are involved in regulation of thyroid hormones and consequently the different scenarios. First of all, we have got increased TSH levels. Next, we have got decreased or T4 decreased and T3 decreased or normal. I repeat, we have got increased TSH levels, decreased T4 levels, and decreased T3 levels. This indicates main disorder with thyroid gland. We move towards measurement of autoantibodies. If we got autoantibodies positive, then this scenario positively indicates hypothyroidism because of autoimmune disease, most commonly Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Next, we have got another scenario in which TSH is raised, T4 is normal, and T3 is normal. Students, this indicates that pituitary gland is secreting TSH hormones uh, at a normal level, at increased level, sorry. Whereas thyroid gland is producing T3, T4 in normal amounts. Hypothalamus is working normal. So this scenario indicates subclinical hypothyroidism. This patient will have no clinical signs and symptoms of hypothyroidism. In MCQs, the examiner may convey you that clinical picture of patient is normal or patient has got no clinical signs and symptoms. It means that in the presence of normal T3, T4, patient still has not developed deficiency of thyroid hormone signs and symptoms. Number third scenario. In this scenario, students, we have got decreased TSH level or normal TSH level. Now it means that there is something wrong with pituitary gland. T3, T4 both are decreased. It means that pituitary gland is not secreting required amount or normal amount of TSH hormone to increase the to ask thyroid gland to produce T3, T4. So in this scenario, we will be having decreased TSH, decreased T4, decreased T3, and this indicates pituitary gland disorder leading to hypothyroidism. Next, number four scenario, students, we have got decreased TSH levels or normal TSH levels. T4 level is decreased, whereas thyrotropin releasing hormone stimulation test, it responds delayed TSH rise. I repeat my words. we have got new scenario in which TSH is low or normal, T4 is decreased, and thyrotropin releasing hormone stimulation test. Response to this stimulation test is delayed production of TSH rise. Students, this indicates hypothalamus disorder leading to hypothyroidism. It means there is something wrong with hypothalamus gland, and TRH stimulation test is not responding immediate rise of TSH. Now, last we have got number fifth scenario, that is TSH is low or normal, and we have got low levels of T4 hormones. Students, this indicates a combination of secondary and tertiary hormones. Secondary and tertiary hypothyroidism. It means this is central hypothyroidism. Hypothalamus is involved and pituitary gland is involved. The problem is lying at both hypothalamus level and pituitary level. As a result, TSH is low or normal and T4 hormone level is low. So this was very brief about different clinical scenarios which repeatedly you have to face in MCQs. So I will again repeat, always concentrate on hypothalamus pituitary thyroid axis before performing your MCQs and clinical scenarios. Thank you students. Allah Hafiz.